What up? What up? It's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios. It is What the Fuck Wednesday. How's everybody doing out there? Um, Tonight we just gonna touch on just I guess some general common sense, which we are lacking in America right now, and especially in the government. Touch on a few things that's going on here's and there's, and hopefully we don't get shut down by the almighty algorithm. So without further ado, to join me tonight, we have our foreign correspondent all the way from deep north tundra of Toronto. Um, Give it up for Dino, the genetic motherfucking marvel.
Oh. Guy, you know what the funny thing is? Like, we've had such nice weather the last like week or so. Like, it was a little bit cold for a couple days, but like it's been beautiful. And then I'm seeing stuff from like in the States where you guys like 4 feet of snow, and I'm like, it's actually gorgeous up here. So I don't know what's happening. Like,
It's coming your way, fucker.
I highly doubt it. We have our border is protected by Canadian humor and moose. Just a
No,
bunch of moose. Just
now repeat after me. Thank you, America, for the global warming.
no, I thank India and China for global warming. And in case
Oh
anyone
no,
didn't
it's
know,
our fault. It's our fault. It's always our
Hey,
fault.
if you didn't wonder, it's you eating cows is the problem. It is not, and I can't stress this enough, it is 100% absolutely, definitely not the 42 million rubber tires that are in the Middle East that have been lit on fire and are just actively going. That has nothing to do with it. It's you eating meat, you disgusting piece of shit.
Oh, dude, did you see Bill Gates is now wanting to vaccinate these cows or feed these
Bro,
cows some something so they don't fart methane
yeah.
anymore?
He's like, oh, trees are bad for the environment. What? What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about?
See, people like to talk about Elon Musk and his extravagance, but Bill Gates is an example of what happens when somebody has way too much fucking money.
Yes.
Bill Gates just has he's a fucking somebody told him he was smart back in the 70s and he rolled with it, and he got the luck of the draw with the money, and now this fucker's
His mom got him in to be the main resource for IBM by producing Windows. That was it. Hey, it's literally the exact same shit we've been seeing forever and ever. There's a term. It's called simony. It's the idea of just like hooking up your people. It's fine. I think it's maybe family, but it's something. Probably. Why do you have to, bro? Have you seen? There's some interview that just I sent it to Victoria because it's a Reddit, and it's an interviewer going. She's like, "So what do you think I am? Why you want to talk to me?" She's like, "Oh, because you're a musician and I want to talk to you." She's like, "What's a musician? I make music. I'm not some sort of magician." She's like, "No, no, I think you're confused. I said musician," and she's like, "I'm not a magician." You're like, listen, friend, if you can't differentiate between musician and musician, I think you have a problem.
Now, like, was she hard of hearing, or did the interviewer
I believe she was just poorly raised. I believe she was just poorly educated and raised with zero morals. I believe there were some face tattoos on the woman. It's fine. You know what? Listen,
dude,
it's bad enough I have to suffer with Marco's tattoos everywhere, but face tattoos? Listen, people, you have a problem. Okay, let's just.
Dude, my son looks like a fucking doodle pad. I know.
I don't understand the face tattoos, bro. Come on.
Me, but I always told my kids, everybody, you get the tattoos from the wrist up. That's it, and from the neckline down.
It's a V-neck down. This is it.
That's it.
That's it.
Employable. Unless you got a job or you're situated or you're retired, I didn't get this shit until way late in life. I didn't get this fucking one on my wrist until a few years ago.
Yeah. And that's like, ooh, that's a close one. That's a little bit much.
Everything else is above.
Yeah.
My
and honestly,
like he fucking remember when you used to take the silly putty and press it into the comic books and pull it out? Yeah. That's my son's face. Neck, arms, and he's a tall white ginger kid.
You have the weirdest choice in ladies, but that's fine. aside from that, it's more so like, look, like I've done this joke on stage where I'm like, listen, you guys got to understand, like when I was a youth, okay, if there was someone with a tattoo that was visible in business attire, so neck up, hands, okay, stay away from that person. That person is a dangerous person, okay? That is not, that is some
fucking, no fear written across his knuckles.
It's not even that, but I'm like, listen, someone who would go so far to brand themselves on their face or their hands, you're like, yeah, that person has issues. Okay. Also, probably not a good person. So, but now you're like, if you have a neck tattoo, you either are going to tell me about CrossFit, your new album, or that you're a vegan. And honestly, I don't want to hear any of them.
There's the one where you didn't kill yourself. You thought about killing yourself, but you decided not to. The little semicolon or whatever the story carries on.
Bro, that's been me for 3 weeks. 3 weeks I've been thinking about killing myself, and I'm telling you, I ain't getting a tattoo to commemorate this shit. Okay?
Yeah, I don't remember that shit. Remember the story I told you way back when we first met about the bathtub? Tossing the fucking toaster in the bathtub and shit myself. Yeah.
I mean, it's funny.
I ain't getting a fucking tattoo of a toaster on me.
Like, bro, that's one of the best arguments. So, as I said, you know this, I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness, so that would encourage people to try and challenge me about the scriptures. And I'm like, okay, sure. And Catholics were the best because I'd be like, listen, you understand that if Jesus was shot in front of a firing squad, you'd be wearing a gun around your neck, right? And they're like, what? And I'm like, that doesn't make sense to you? The cross was what he died on. Like, that's not a thing. And they're just like, what are you talking about, man? And I'm like, maybe you should do some research. It's very enjoyable. It's very
can you imagine, like, fucking somebody just get, we'd have a baseball bat around it. What if Jesus got beat up by the Italians?
Bro.
We'd have baseball bats around her fucking neck right now.
A baseball with like a nail through it, and you're like, yeah, respect. You're like, what? No, what are you talking about?
Or remember that old fucking the old fantasy movie called Crawl with the spinny, like almost like a boomerang type deal?
Yeah. This is the thing is like, I am all up for progress and change. And you know what? Like, listen. The idea that people are creative enough to express themselves as aggressively as they do isn't necessarily a bad thing, in my opinion, but maybe gone a little too far. You're like, hey, I appreciate that you can know what you're feeling, but I still don't fucking care. So keep it to yourself and go fuck off, because that's not my problem.
That's like everything else that's going on over here in the States, like with the transgenders and all that shit. Look, people out there, whether this is about race or whether this is about sex or whether it's about whatever the fuck else. Number one, look, if you are over the age of 18, if you are over the age of 18, you do what the fuck thou wilt. As long as you ain't fucking, you want to play dress up, you want to be little Hello Kitty, you want to, be whatever woman, from Wizard of Oz, that's fine. 18 and up. 18 and up.
Yeah.
That's it. Why is that so hard? Now, on the other hand, for you other fucking right-wing fucking whack jobs, you cannot stop fucking people from speaking. You cannot, I've seen some right-wing Republicans out there saying, okay, well, this isn't no good for kids, but it's no good for adults either. We should just ban transgender. No, you can't do that. You can't fucking do that, you asshole. Once they are fucking adults, once they are, they're tax-paying fucking, people of society, fuck it. They choose they're doing. You can't tell them no, you can't, because we don't like it, because our God don't like it. I mean, and going back to the whole Bible thing. I mean, for you, I study religion. I have argued with the Catholics. I love arguing with the You ever make a Jehovah Witness leave? Like want to leave? No, they usually work coming in.
I've met your kind, sir, and I've defeated many. Don't think that I couldn't. I know, but listen, this is the thing: is having a healthy discussion about philosophy and theology. That's a good time. That's a beneficial conversation.
You know what the fuck you're talking about, and you know the other person has no clue.
Bro, you know how many times? You know how many times people are like, I've read the Bible 6 times. Great, can you tell me about it? It's bullshit. All of it. What about treating people like you want to be treated? Is that bullshit? And they're like, no, the rest. Okay, so what rest? Because it seems like you're just picking and choosing. Oh, you're not gonna do that? Then shut the fuck up.
Well, that's
Go
another
cut
thing.
your wiener off, you piece of shit.
And I can't stand it because they do it in almost every religion. You know, they do the Sand people do it, the Catholics do it, the fucking Mormons all do it. They take this book, they take this good storybook, and they'll pick where. Look, I could take this pack of cigarettes right now, and just the words on the pack of cigarettes, I could make an entirely different sentence that was never on this pack of cigarettes.
Is that simple?
Yeah, so they'll say, well, John 3:16 said this, and then Ezekiel said this, and then you just took 3 different men from 3 different centuries with 3 different fucking sets of fucking speeches. You took a piece from here, a piece from here, a piece from here, and you made your own shit. That's right. Scrabble.
It's also a bad puzzle piece. The hilarious part was, I remember when we were like 16, 17, we were young. And we were talking with these girls that were also Jehovah's Witnesses, like we were hanging out. And one girl's like, I want to get a tattoo. And we're like, you can't get a tattoo as Jehovah's Witness. She's like, why not? You're like, it's in the Bible. And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, it's actually a verse. It's one verse. It says, do not tattoo or scar your body. That's it. And you're like, yeah.
That's the really light version, because it's like deface or defile thou temples.
Yeah. You can make it up in whatever. No, so the whole idea is it's not to mark your body as opposed as your as a form of allegiance to someone. That's the whole idea, right?
Well, I mean, a lot of that shit, man. I mean, because like I remember when I was going for the service, you know, I met up with this Rastafarian kid, Stegall, and he was like real deal Rastafarian from Jamaica, and I was like, you know, me being the stoner that I was back then and the wigger that I was back then, you know, I was like, well, I want to be a Rastafarian.
Who doesn't?
You know, I know why they smoke weed. There's a lot of shit that they got in their religion, and they're faithful to their religion. And that shit is all old school, Old Testament, Leviticus. And the rules of that shit, you're out. You can't see a dead body. You can't touch your wife if it could be your wife, your old lady, whatever. No fucking on the period. No anal, no bacon, no fucking salt, no. I'm like, no fucking shit. Give me that goddamn weed. What the hell is wrong with you?
See, that's the thing is people forget is that the failure isn't in God or something out there. The failure's in man. It's mankind has consistently failed each other. And the fact is, the only time that they didn't, you're like, oh, the person who was a loser and was just trying to scam everybody. Oh, they're like, well, I have a problem with everything going okay. I'm not being recognized. You're like, yeah, that's because you're a piece of shit, right? Bro, it's very peculiar, the ideas that people are holding on to steadfastly, because in all honesty, listen, anyone who knows anything knows they know nothing. That is just fact. The more you know, the more you realize how little you know of the universe. Very simple, right? And the fact is, like, look, you have people who are like, there's a flat earth. You're like, okay, sure, fine. There's a flat earth. You know what? Hey, you believe that all you want. Guess what? I still don't give a shit.
Look, I thought it was a rarity when I ran into my first real deal flat earther, like maybe 10 years ago. This young black kid. Black folks there's a lot of black folks that are flat earthers, man.
Dude, they're just grabbing at straws, baby.
That's I just met 3 recently. They are all about the ice wall. They are all about the dome. They are all about inner earth. Now, inner earth, I think, is a plausibility. You know, I believe there's, you know, Admiral Byrd, he fucking, you know, he
that's a weird story. It's a weird story. And you know what? If we don't have anything.
You know what else?
Good.
nobody ever noticed, and I've only caught a couple like YouTube videos or documentaries that even pick up on it too. When they did the first video of Admiral Byrd going out, like they made it like almost like a Disney movie. They fucking documentary style, and they had a dog with them. All right. Now, when they fucking went through this whole thing, they have mentioned the dog has gotten big since the last time we were here. That was supposed to be the first time Admiral Byrd was setting up shop. So then there's another video of them installing the nuclear generator or whatever the fuck generator. No, it was a diesel generator out there because that was way back in the day. They're installing this generator.
Yeah.
And it was a puppy. So then when they flash forward, they were repairing this generator. It was a dog. So we were up in Antarctica building and fucking there's bases and shit. People are chilling up in Antarctica, and it ain't aliens and it ain't fucking, like lizard people. Fucking Dan showed up.
What the fuck, asshole?
And then
you got introduced. I've been here for like 10 minutes. They ain't said not goddamn word to me.
Not even a what's up, Greg? No, yeah.
Right, nothing. Not a
we've
nothing.
We've been in it. We've been in it.
But you know, I never fucking noticed that.
I know. Hey, Marco, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. I'm trying to fucking get a point through, so shut the fuck up. You're late.
I don't give a fuck what you're doing.
So, at the end of Alaska, and you would know this more than me, Dino.
You're on my side now, motherfucker.
Is there land at the North Pole? Like, is there land at the North Pole? Is there land in Alaska?
Nope.
No.
There's Alaska.
Alaska, yes. North Pole, no.
And so there's the Northwest Territories, which it goes up pretty high, but like the whole thing is one giant thing of ice. Like it's just all frozen up there, right? So like there are areas where there is some land, but like the North Pole is just ice. It's not
it ain't even that. According to, I guess, the maps and shit now, it's all water.
Well, see, this is the weird part. This is
I thought there was Arctica and Antarctica. One was at the top, one was at the bottom.
No, the Arctic is not a land mass. It's an area more so that is frozen. But Antarctica is
literally.
So the weird this is the problem is that even now there's like I have a friend who actually went to Easter Island and he was like it was a wild experience and I'm like you're mental. I would never. That's too scary. Just like if something happens, you're fucked, right? Because I feel I'm very important to the universe. That's why. What the fuck are you talking about? Anyways, so years ago, somebody actually like lit it. I know. Look at my face. Come on. Have you seen my eyelashes? They're very beautiful. Anyways,
the point is that like somebody actually lit it on fire.
Your bloodline is like
somebody lit Easter Island on fire.
Yeah, they lit it on fire, and now you can't go. And I'm like, listen, bro, if you can't go somewhere, like you can't go to you can't just be like, I'm gonna go to Antarctica. There's all sorts of weird shit a while ago, and now people aren't allowed to go because there's nothing to burn. I saw it on fucking stupid TikTok, which I'm like, I really hope it's false, but at the same time, like, listen, if there are restrictions in your ability to go somewhere, that isn't like, listen, they're not being like, hey, you can't go to Gaza because people are getting bombed. You're like, okay, that makes sense. I understand that. But they're like, oh, you can't go to the Arctic. Why not? Because you can't. Okay, what about the Antarctic? No. Why not? Because it's ours. Okay, can I have a passport? Can I just not go? Like, no, you can't. It's not allowed. Okay, why? Because that's not a reason.
And that's where the flat earthers come in and say, because there's the ice wall and that's the edge of the dome. And
like from that perspective, I get it, but also really an ice wall, that's the conclusion. We're like, if we can't go there, it must mean the entire earth is no longer a sphere, but a flat surface. What the fuck is that? That's insane.
I don't understand what
they don't want you to fall off the edge.
Supposedly we've not made it out of our atmosphere. Supposedly. And there's different little weirdnesses that kind of play into that shit. But regardless, we have enough technology and enough rednecks and idiots here in America that somebody would have made something, some Bigfoot redneck or some idiot on a Hayabusa would fucking try to jump it or fucking try to scale it. Fucking who is that idiot who went through the fucking Great Wall of China?
Damn.
David Copperfield, baby.
He'd fucking be going through it this way, and somebody'd have a camera on the other side. I mean,
That's one flat earther. That was the only reason that he stopped believing, was the idea that capitalism wouldn't have made it into some sort of tourist attraction bullshit by now. Is that's you're like, the fact that greed hasn't taken over tells me it's bullshit. Because bro, who wouldn't want to go? I'm gonna go to the ice wall. It'd be fucking wild. I'm gonna go Game of Thrones and shit.
Here's a possibility that I ran across one time, and it's because it, like the map and globes of the Earth, like they don't really match up right. They don't really match up right at all.
What up?
So what if, well, we know, as you know, all our land masses are there, but the Earth is a lot bigger than we actually know. So there's other land masses, there's other shit that we haven't quite discovered just yet. And that's because there's a lot of weirdnesses in flight logs, but and shit like that. You know, the flat earthers got a couple things for them, but
like
ain't nothing that a couple minutes of research can't fucking debunk.
Yeah, like they have a lot of effort and commitment and not a lot of intelligence, but the commitment. They have a nice amount of commitment that I respect. I respect their thirst for knowledge. A little bit stupid, but that's okay. You can fix stupid. Okay.
I usually
you can't fix stupid.
But like, okay, you can try to fix stupid.
You can educate stupid.
Yeah, you can educate.
That's not even smart either.
Not a lot.
That's stupid.
Well,
itself.
Yeah, you can give jobs.
You can't even argue me on that.
I don't know, man.
Stupid
at this point,
stupid,
there's
period.
just too much stupid. There's too much stupid at this point. That's the problem. So I have to have some sort of that should be fixed.
I have a joke today, and it's about. See, oh shit, here we go. It's about like the stupidity and the what is it? Stupidity and how do I want to put it? Like basically the hurt ass, pansy ass, whiny crybaby son of a bitches that can't take anything without being offended. Like my theory, this is a theory that I have, that people get offended by people swearing and saying the stuff that offends them, bothers them. So what do? They switched it all to acronyms. Like AF instead of ass fuck. Or laughing my ass off instead of at. You know, it's fuck.
Yeah.
I hope you're offended.
Oh, no, you didn't. Listen here, girlfriend.
Motherfucker, shut your damn mouth.
It's bad enough when they're like, oh, we can't say crap, so we say cap. And then you can't say sex, so you have to say grape. And you have to say, and you're going, hey, how about this? I'm an adult and I know English. I can say all of the words and you can get fucked. How about
guess
that?
what? I know.
Wait.
Motherfucker.
Smexy is supposed to be smart and sexy. I just wrote that one too. So what is
I would say
Robin?
Sexy, but she's smelly.
Hold on. Look at the faces of all four people. We've never met Smexy, okay? Just let's be very clear. We get one or the other. We get smart, we get sexy. We don't get both.
I've got smelly and
do.
sexy.
Huh?
Smelly and sexy.
Hey, that's just
you would.
That's just me after 3 days.
Man,
hot.
Marco, just douche. If you douche, you'll be all right. Vinegar and water, you'll be fine.
Oh, that's what you recommend? You've tried it a few times?
No, I do salt and vinegar. I've had a lot of issues.
Salt and vinegar is your asshole a fucking bag of potato chips?
Instead of salt and water.
Might be
I
after
did salt and
that.
vinegar.
He's marinating for the evening.
You know?
Hey, speaking of chips, Dino, I seen your fucking chip reel.
Oh yeah. So it's
called the Jolo chip. It has the three hottest peppers in the world. So the ghost pepper, scorpion pepper, and the Carolina Reaper are on it. It's supposed to be over 2.2 million Scoville. It was rough for about 20 minutes. It's okay.
Dude.
Hey, I'm gonna do it again. I want to get the Packy,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the one that Scotty and them did.
Scotty did that shit. My son did it. My son did. You ever try the devil's toe or Satan's toe?
No,
My
I
son did
haven't.
that.
Yes.
My
I
problem
had
is,
to let that bitch go.
yeah. I'm more like I don't want to get sweet stuff. I prefer savory. Just
No,
because I'm
these
trying.
aren't sweet. These are hot. This
No.
we
But
try-
I mean, like it's what it's made out of is
Fructose and shit.
Oh,
That's why.
Yeah,
Because I'm back on a health kick, so I've basically
look it.
eliminated
Oh,
all
bad.
sugars and no, I don't. Listen, trust me, I'm dying every day. But no, like so
we all are.
I quit smoking again. Fuck, I hate it.
I can't. I
know what?
can't quit.
That's because you're a bitch. Okay, just stop being a bitch, and then you can. That's all you have to do. You just make a
Dude,
choice.
dude, I'm offended. I'm a whining bitch. Get it right. Fuck
Oh,
you.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes, thank
that's
you.
fair,
Thank you
that's
very
fair.
much.
I'm
Is
not
it-
smoking because I like smoking.
No,
gotta
I
get
do.
that fucking surgery.
I do
No,
too.
smoking's such a bad fucking habit. It does this and that to your body. Yeah, while you're sucking down a six pack every fucking couple of hours, or you're smoking your fucking dope, or you're doing this. You know what?
Yeah, I'm doing
I
nothing.
like-
That's why.
Haven't
Suck.
increased. You know, I've been smoking the same amount of cigarettes as I did when I first started smoking. I smoke a pack a day.
Yeah.
Hey,
Now, how
Hey,
many cocks do you smoke a day?
how many what?
How many cocks do you smoke a day?
None at all.
Lying ass.
Like
Got
virtually,
me
or
beat, man. I'll give it to you. You got me beat on that one.
he got that new
Nah.
VR.
Nah, I'm at like one a week. You're at least one a day. At least one a day.
Keeps the doctor away. That's what I hear.
Yeah, I heard jizz on your face.
Well, it's a good
too.
right here. No, see, this is the thing though, is that like I was only smoking half a pack, but the cigarettes up here are so shit right now. Like the lightest cigarette that I could buy was a cigarette that when I was young, it was like, bro, that's for like poor people and the homeless. You don't smoke those. Like those are. And I'm
Oh,
just like,
dude, yeah,
going
the
on?
Mavericks up here became top end cigarettes. You'd think they were Newports.
yeah,
Mavericks was shit back in the day.
Yeah.
Those in the USA, whatever the fuck's shit. Now those is top end cigarettes. Don't you guys have like reservations up there? Like
Am I
Indians,
lagging
like
for you guys?
feather, not Indians up there?
yeah. But I just don't. I don't know anyone to go. So I gotta figure that shit out. But I'm like,
So,
What'd you
Dina,
say, Dan?
question.
Oh.
Am I lagging?
yeah,
But the
Blur
question
for a
is
second.
this, okay? Homeless cigarettes. So they take butts and throw them in packs, and then you got to pull the butts out, and then you got to, smoke each butt like 2 hits at a time. Is that
Yes.
what that's like?
they taste like homelessness. That's exactly how that feels. Yeah.
No,
No, bro, I've
does
seen
homeless
people.
taste like?
I've flicked a cigarette and saw somebody go grab it and put it in their pocket. I'm like, oh.
You can tell
You
Dan has
sound
been
like-
most of his life because he don't know how to make a cigarette out of fucking cigarettes that been thrown away. See, I've been broke. You don't fucking just smoke the little piece. You break them all down, and then you find one and you fucking put it all the tobacco in there and stuff, and then you have your cigarette. That or you break
Hey.
off the end of one and
Here,
slide it together and put it,
Here's the advice. Listen, if you can't buy it, don't use it, dipshit. Okay. If you can't afford the insurance, don't drive the car. If you can't smoke it, if you can't afford to go buy it, don't smoke it, dummy. Okay. It's that simple. It's cut.
That's
That is
right.
a public service
Now
announcement
you can't
from
even give
Dino
no
the
free
Genetic
sample.
Marvel.
That's how the crack epidemic happened.
All right. So
not-
speaking of smoking,
Yeah.
we all know it's legal to grow weed in Ohio now. So I've been growing, and I've
Nice.
been trying to figure out that you guys know to tell the difference between a male and a female plant.
So
Yeah.
you're
Wiener.
5'1"?
What?
One has a wiener and the other one complains a lot. Is that
No,
Man-
it's the flower.
The male's flower and have seeds. The females don't have seeds. They don't flower.
All right. Well, I got a picture here. I'll bring it up real quick.
It's going to be a
Hey,
plant
how about we
with a
not
wiener on it.
just in case we figure out what the real law is?
Called it. Boom. I knew it.
Hey, that looks like the pipe that Marco had up at Bradley's party.
I'll be
How
back.
in the fuck does
gonna
a
go fill my
Viking
water.
horn look like that?
I'll be back.
I don't know. You had it down all the way down your throat when you were in there.
Okay, man. Well, just up for a minute because it's 9:30.
It's oh wait, I forgot the chickens.
I feel like I'm far away with the chickens. They're not. Ah. Love you, Scotty. All right. So
Why did Dino disappear?
He said he would be right back.
Probably
he's
taking
taking a
shit.
shit. Yeah. Marco, what are you doing after this?
taking a shit.
Oh, you fucking idiot. That's not what I mean.
Greg, what are you doing after this?
Take a shit.
Gonna be a
At least
shitty
we
night,
have the
man.
decency. At least we have the decency to wait till the end of the show. I'm
Yep.
just saying.
Why are you gonna put Dino on blast, man? That's not cool. He ain't even here
It's
to
what I
defend
do.
himself.
You gonna put yourself on the toilet in the middle of my show? I'm gonna put you on blast.
No, dude. You know, next if I have to take a shit on while I'm on your show, I'm taking the motherfucker in the computer in there with me.
I followed Scotty into the bathroom before while we was doing the show.
Well, I'm sure you did. Was that a porn show?
It was live. It was from one of the shows.
That was an SG show.
I said, Scotty's like, man, shut the fucking door. I'm like, nah, man, come on, we're doing the show. Dude, I did a show once upon a time with my balls just hanging out the whole show. Like just I unzipped my zipper and I just no cock, just straight balls just dangling off the side of the seat, and I'm just leaning back with my balls. It was good. It was a good 2.5 hours before Greg's wife came in and was like, Mark, can you just please put your balls away?
I mean, it does have a cooling element to it. It's nice.
Yes.
Oh, there was a whole backstory to it.
I'm pretty sure he heard it.
Yeah, the backstory is you're a dirty pervert. That's what the backstory is, sir. That's
He got it on the nose, man.
Yeah,
Well, I'll go with that. I'll go with that.
I say embrace
that ain't
it.
got no choice.
I mean, well, you know, it's one of those things, but yeah.
Dude, how do you cancel an order that's already been shipped on Amazon?
Oh, you return it. That's all you
Yeah,
can do. You
that's
can't
about all
cancel.
you're to be
You
able
gotta
to
return
do.
it. Yeah.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah.
The dildo-
Why? What? Is it your weekly dildo?
No,
Monthly.
Ah.
there's a
Like a
backstory
subscription.
to it, and
like in them packs where they give you a little bit of lube with it, the new dildo of the month, a little card telling you why that dildo is special. Butterflies fly out of the fucking box when you open it.
It's an artist
And
rendition of a
glitter.
wiener.
We'll talk about it at a later point in time, Marco. I'm
Yeah,
not
you
up here.
ruined it for him.
I can't put this all up on blast on what do you call?
All right, so I bought
We already
Strap
did.
Hey, you know what that means? It's not a dildo. It's a butt plug.
Aw.
No. It's a pair of
you know-
shoes. Actually, you can't see that.
No.
no, not at all.
So
It
we're
was a
gonna-
Valentine. It was a Valentine's Day gift, and Valentine's Day got canceled.
Ugh. I see. Okay, actually, you know what? This is the
You got
perfect
a
time.
daughter. You your daughter.
Valentine's Day, everyone. Here's a little tidbit. Okay,
Can't.
you will never go out for dinner on Valentine's Day to a fancy restaurant and have a good time. You will never make very special plans and be the only person trying to do it ever. So, what I would advise, and this is what me and my wife do, is we go the complete opposite. Is we dress up fancy because we're important people and we're better than you. Number one. Number two is then we go fast food joint. And every time we've gone, they are like, oh my God, that's a great idea. I'm like, yeah, there's no lineup. Great service. It's fantastic. Then scary movie afterward. I'm telling you, it's a great Valentine.
Dude, I
Baby,
rolled up in.
I'm gonna
I
stuff
rolled
you
up
with
into.
MSG and then shit and make you go to a movie and show your shit yourself.
I rolled up into a place in a suit, the only white cat, and yeah, I was security.
I get mistaken for
Hey,
something
weren't you
else.
my driver?
That's right. I forgot. I was
I
a
made a
chauffeur.
point to tell
My
all the
fault.
black
My
folks
fault.
that.
I mean, dress for the job you want, not the job you got, right?
Hey, I was dressed as Tigger.
It's well,
it
it seems accurate.
didn't go over as well as I thought it was going to. Usually
mean-
the Tigger thing goes over, pretty well. Yeah, these black folks didn't enjoy that at all.
Well, maybe they should just relax, okay? Maybe calm down, take a breather.
I was performing at a birthday party, and the birthday girl was laughing her ass off. So that's all that mattered to me. I ain't really give a shit.
And her and Michael were dressed to the nines, and I appreciated that.
Oh, I fucking went off on Grape. I ain't gonna
Why?
bomb on him now because I just roasted him just because it was his birthday. But he was dressed nice for like a late 80s Hispanic drunk
It doesn't
uncle.
matter. It looked good.
The drunk uncle with too much pomade in his hair and that little curl on the top. You know the one who go give me the Budweiser.
Dude, that's at your family picnic. I don't want to hear it. Hey,
Yes,
figure
I
out what's
know.
wrong with the car.
That's how I can talk about it.
Did you figure out what's going on with the cars? Do you need that
No.
spot?
Yeah, that has nothing to do with my show.
I don't give a fuck. I asked you a question.
Hey, y'all go to my fuck. Now we're gonna do. We're doing two
Well, in
time.
all fairness, we did talk about his dildo, so I guess we can talk about your cars.
Yes.
Well,
We
we
talked
got
about my dildos.
Well,
We're
Greg
all
and I
learning
got
things
the
today.
Cadillac moved.
Oh, you got it going?
Yeah, that was
No,
that
we
was
didn't
fun.
get it going. We got it moved.
Oh.
Heavy
Man.
power.
Did you take the van and chain it and pull it?
No,
No, we took my
no,
truck.
Ah,
Rope
all right,
chain.
fair,
Mhm.
fair,
Well, we use
fair. Now it's okay to be in your backyard, but not your front yard, right?
Basically, as long as they can't see it, and it's not a nuisance. They can't say shit.
yeah. I mean, technically, I looked up the laws and I was right, and they wouldn't let me go to court. They like every time I kept trying to file an appeal to be saw, they wouldn't let me do it. But I know the law. I read over the laws over and over. I printed out the fucking laws. I wanted to debate with the fucking mayor about this shit. And yeah, no. So the law that they tried to get me with last time was for a corner lot, and it states that in the paperwork and in the fucking, I forget what article.
You aren't on the corner.
I know. That's the whole point of what I'm saying.
Bro, there's
What
too
were you
much.
saying about stupid people, Dino?
Listen, there's. Oh, you know what the problem is? Life has gotten too complex. I think. I don't think that there are more
Life has gotten
stupid people.
easy.
I think we've tried to raise the bar and we didn't realize who we were fucking with, because what we did was we created a bigger gap, so we're getting more dumb people, and they're like in real jobs. They're not just like McJobs anymore. Like we have dumb people like in office, and that's a problem, right?
We've had dumb people in office
yes,
for at
but we had
least the
smart
last
people
20
control-
years.
Yeah, but they couldn't
At
do
least.
anything. You got to remember is when we had unions and organized crime, the government was held in check. Now that we have shit unions and no organized crime, the government can do whatever they want. So you have the dumb people. Because listen, a smart person is going to go into the mob. Next smart, union job. Why? Because they have a trade. Next smart is not smart. They go into government. Why? Because they can't afford to get fired. That's it. Okay. Those three levels of people. And there's only now there's no middle class. That's gone.
No,
Right?
you're right. You're right.
Oh no, there is a middle class now. It's all illegals here. Dude, the illegals are the middle class.
You know what?
They are
Political
getting
stuff.
everything, dude. They're like fucking what is it? Topeka, Kansas is offering illegals $15,000 to $25,000 signing bonuses.
Oh, Greg,
Homes IDs and jobs just
Listen.
to come move there.
I'll come from Canada, people. I don't mind. I'm a hard worker. I'm good on a plow. I can
I'll
even.
marry you, Dino. Just
Yeah.
bring the dildos.
It's,
Dude,
listen,
I got
I'll be the first OnlyFans with a hairy butt. I'm okay with it. That's fine.
I got a buddy here who's fucking dying because he can't afford his fucking health care. He has fucking kidney and liver issues. Fucking dying. Government ain't doing dick for him.
No.
But best believe, you got fucking packs of illegals running down cops and shit. They're letting them go. They're
With
letting them
food-
fucking go.
Food and healthcare. That's what they're getting for free. Which, listen, okay, and in all honesty, though, Marco,
And
if a country,
housing,
hey,
and housing.
if a country said, "Hey, you can get in here. We're going to give you food and free healthcare and take care of all your shit for 6 months," I'd go. I don't blame them. What I blame is the people who are allowing this shit to happen. We're going, listen, that has never, the idea of bringing people in and then housing them, giving them, you're like, never. No,
I'm
that's
moving
not
to
a.
Thailand after my kids are old enough.
You
to
take care of your
drive
own
around.
fucking house before you can take care of anybody else's.
I mean, is that not how math works? Like,
No, now it's 2 + 2 = fish.
No, now it's 2 + 2. You're racist.
Oh,
I mean, I think you were racist before that, but yeah, that's fine.
why am I the racist? Fuck all y'all.
I was really talking to Marco, but yeah,
Racist.
It was on the fucking news channel. So one of these fucking CRT whack jobs or social whatever the fuck whack them people started fucking getting pissed because the dude said so 2 + 2 is 4. And the lady's like, no, that's a racist answer.
but you're like, what are you talking about?
Because culturally, maybe in a different in Africa or in this or that, it isn't 4. Or maybe in a different mind of thinking, it isn't 4. It could be 8, or it could be this or that. And I'm just like,
Stop right there. Stop right there. Whoever says that, their vehicle, all the work on their homes, all of the their furnace, all those things are going to be fixed using that math specifically. And if they can't handle it, zip it and go fuck yourself. Why can't refugees go to Australia? And listen, nobody should go to Australia. Australia is a pit of vipers, and like, yeah,
I
the idea that it has humans. is-
it's because we're letting them come here.
Also,
Yeah, Australia ain't letting nobody get there.
yeah, and England has the same problem. Don't worry, England has it actually worse because there are entire neighborhoods in in London that the cops don't go to. They're like, no, we don't go there.
England
Like
getting
that, yo.
flooded
It
with
used to be
sand
like that
people.
downtown.
England's getting flooded with sand people.
Oh yeah, but it has been for years. That's not a new thing. And Ireland is like, bro, Ireland's bringing back the bad times because they are not happy. And I get it, but they're like, oh no,
Dude,
that
I
ain't
gotta
happening."
tell you this. You would appreciate this being Greek. So, my son's best friend Dewey, he comes from Greece. He has dual citizenship. His mom still lives out in Greece. I forget where, like by the island, by Athens or some shit like that.
Sure.
She said she got some land out there. 80-year-old lady, she's still out there doing. I think I told you about it. She's the one where the fire came everywhere but her fucking land. Like
Right.
she had some fucking little voodoo totem out there. So I guess she calls Dewey this was like 3-4 days ago. Now this is from Greece. This woman is calling Dewey here and starts snapping, saying the gays are coming to Greece.
Oh, the gays are already.
Yeah, the gays are everywhere. What the
I'm
fuck?
looking at him. I'm like,
Doesn't
just
matter.
the word Greek. The word Greek just,
Hey.
you close your eyes and you think anal. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and sheep and goats.
No, that's Irish people, sir.
Fuck you, I'm Irish.
That proves my point. So
Yeah, I don't.
we
fuck
let
her
hey,
or sheep.
we saved it for people
Give me
at
the
least.
horse.
Okay.
Give me the horse, baby.
Anyways, the
I'll
point
ride that fucker bareback.
point is that up until recently, so this is I think is the bone of contention with this is that it's things were kept private, right? Like, listen, how many times, like, I've met men that I found out later were gay, and I was like, wouldn't have even been able to tell. Totally normal dude.
That's none of our business.
It's none of my business, yo.
If you want to go suck a cock, you go a good game of football.
You
suck
go,
a cock.
Glenn Coco.
I'll see you tomorrow. You know, I mean,
happy.
Not my problem.
yeah. I mean,
You're like, no, you
I'm
have to
not
watch.
telling you
I'm like,
not to
no,
do it. I'm just saying, don't do that shit in front of me or in front of my kids.
it's not even that. Why do I need to be involved? Well, you have to. Nope. Pretty sure
Nope,
I don't.
nope.
That's how free will works, and I'm pretty sure I
You
don't.
gotta be the cream in the center of their Oreo, buddy.
See, look at that right there. Right there. Right there. Right there. I could be doing whatever. I could be rubbing one off. You know, you guys don't have to see it. We can still be doing. You don't have to see it.
I mean,
I
but
can
why would we?
I mean,
Why would we miss it? Come on, let's be fair. Why would we miss it?
oh,
I just want to see him pull out the tweezers and the magnifying glass to find the little fucker.
I mean,
You'd be like,
heart, what the heart wants.
the hour would be over before he found the motherfucker in the bush.
I'm gonna grease up your cane next time we go to a show. I'm gonna just put
Handle-
fucking ball
handle
bearing,
on it.
Yeah,
ball
go ahead,
bearing
grease
grease
that fucker
right
up.
on
I'll
the
shove
bottom
it
of that
right in your ass.
right on the
Grease it
bottom
up.
of the cane, like just a little dot, a little dime-sized dot in the center of the cane. So when it just hits exactly the right moment, spah!
Nice.
He's
Oh,
gonna
hey.
fall right off the fucking stage.
I don't take my cane on stage. Not very often.
You bet not.
Oh, good
And-
Lord.
yeah,
Don't threaten me with a good time, baby. Don't threaten me with a good time.
I mean, listen. I haven't got one of those canes that I'm like, I might start walking around with it just so I can hit people with it. I got one of those ones that you can kill with a hammer.
See,
oh, so you're evolving into that old true Greek man. That's your Greek culture coming out.
Like the
Get
shepherd, I am always armed, people. I will cut you.
fucking
No problem.
stick, start smacking kids. Get off my lawn.
Yeah, I think we have one coming in. I think my wife got it for Christmas, and it's one of those like survival canes. So it's like a walking stick instead of a cane, but it also has like a hammer on the one end. I'm like, yeah, that's what I need.
I had one of those. Sweet.
Because I will listen. Fuck with me, I will fucking turn it around and I will take your face
Dude,
right
you
off.
got
I
a
don't
pokey
give a
thing on the other end too. On the long end, you take
Yeah.
the rubber piece off, and there's a pokey thing.
Listen, you know,
ask
but-
Marco. I was walking my cane into the bar. He's like, "You can't catch me. I can't catch you, but this fucker can."
yeah, that's it. My go gadget arm, whoosh, you know, you're done. It's no problem, man.
Scrooge
That's it.
McDuck, a motherfucker. Just
Yeah,
And
telling it's one of those things you just got to do. No, man.
So-
I don't
so-
know.
so we were talking. Dino and I were talking offline about this. Tucker Carlson is doing an interview, or has done an interview. I haven't watched it yet. With Vladimir Putin, and the ramifications of whatever this man said could be crazy. I'm sure it'll be downplayed by our media, but just the fact of the treatment that Tucker is getting from not only the UK and other nations like NATO nations, but our own United States. This is a fucking citizen. Not only that, these are journalists. They're talking about sanctions. They're talking about not letting him back in the U.S. They're talking about he's a traitor. He's a disinformation person. He's one of Putin's guys.
Ukraine already has a hit on him. That they already revealed that, and it was that he was supposed to be like labeled as like an enemy of the state type thing, where it's like he can't go, like he couldn't even go back to the U.S. is what they're trying to allude to. The only problem is like you'd have to lock that down once he's in the air, right? Like I would assume, or like he lands and boom, jail immediately. If that happens, hey, what do you think is gonna happen? Hold on, let's talk about this for a little bit. We have a
Look
couple
what
minutes.
they did to Julian Assange.
Yeah,
He's-
but Julian Assange is not the same. Like those are two separate things, right? Julian Assange did a lot more, I think, but also
He was considered a
insane.
journalist.
What
was
kind of
considered-
massage?
No, Julianus.
Or the dude who changed had a sex change. What the fuck was it? That leaker dude. You know, what did they actually do? They fucking
Jimmy
let out
Yellen?
Hillary Clinton and John Podesta's fucking emails and shit.
Janet
No,
Which,
Yellen?
which not only had old Ebby, I'm not gonna
So
say his
confused.
name, but not only had emails about old Ebby and the island, but also had fucking emails about UFOs and shit.
Bro,
And all this
it
Ukraine
doesn't make sense.
reason shit was all on there. Because Julian Assange let that shit out, because fucking, the other dude let that shit out. The one dude got prison time. Julian Assange ain't allowed back in fucking America. He's in Russia. They're both journalists. They were all journalists.
Yeah.
And you know what's weird? I mean, not to change it up, but everybody goes to Russia for asylum from here. The fucking
that's-
chick that Biden fucking raped is in Russia. She had to fucking hide. She said the U.S. government, the DOJ, ran her the fuck out of America.
For real.
Yeah. What the fuck was her name? Tara Reid. Tara Reid.
Oh,
Tara
she's hot.
Reid.
She's
Yeah,
fucking
she's-
hot, dude.
No, not the blonde.
Oh.
Yeah, no, this lady was, I guess, one of his staff or whatever the fuck back in the day when he was a vice president, and they pretty much blew. Everybody said she was lying. She was this. She was that. She started getting threats. She lost her job. All kind of shit. But the only reason why, I bring that back up is she was just back in the news. She went and got after this E. Jean Carroll shit. She's got a lawyer from England, and they're suing Biden for $10 million for all they're doing the whole Trump lawsuit against Biden.
Bro.
Like, honestly, it's very peculiar that it turns out that Biden, he's such a nice little man, vicious murderer. That this guy is out of control, right? Like, it's weird, right? Like, this isn't just me.
Everybody thinks he's incompetent, and I think that's the long play. I think
He's
at
the
the end of
problem.
the day,
Yeah.
especially because they're gonna with all the laws they're shimdiggling and loopholes they're shimdiggling to try to get Trump. He's gonna use them loopholes to fucking get out of this whole shit. Because if Trump you got to think about it. If they get Trump for shit that he technically was doing his duty by looking into the election, by looking into election fraud, but he had people telling him that this was fucking up and that was fucking up. So yeah, I'm gonna have people look into it, and because of that, that's election interference.
Yeah.
So that now they're changing the law on him, saying that, and he should have immunity from that. But they're saying that no, you're not going to have immunity from that. That you broke the law, so you're not going to have immunity from that. So that'll fall back on Biden. So the only thing Biden has is after he gets out of the presidency, he'll have to play that dementia Alzheimer's card, or somebody's gonna nail his ass to the fucking wall.
Yeah.
You could claim incompetence. Your wife Jill, Dr. Jill, takes care of you for the rest of your fucking life. I mean,
None of this makes any sense, man. And even still, what they were saying about how they haven't talked Russia and Washington since Biden got in power. You're like, bro, that's terrifying.
yeah,
I don't know.
and I'm sure our media will try to spin that to say, oh, Russia was talking to the White House all the time when Trump was in office. Russia and the White House always had a communication back all the way to Gorbachev. When Reagan and Gorbachev struck the deal to tear down the fucking wall, I mean,
Why are you going out the front door, honey? What? Oh, you could have went out the garage.
the mute button, right? But I mean, there's always been communication, just like I'm sure there's always been communication with China. You know,
There has to be. It's
yeah.
you can. That's
know,
why it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. I don't understand why people are thinking that that's the idea, and you're like, bro, then none of this makes any sense, honestly. And the idea that people are trying to go back and forth and be like, oh well, you don't understand. I'm like, I'm pretty sure nobody understands what the fuck's going on, and none of it makes any sense. There can't be. There's no way. Like anyone who's like, well, this is how it works. You're like, okay, explain it to me. They're like, nope, can't do it. Then it doesn't work.
The attack on our freedom of speech alone, right in front of people, and people are just not realizing it. You know, they're not doing it all at once, people. It's little bits by bits, and you think these little bits, oh, it's just this or it's just that. But when you look at the big picture, it's the fucking pieces of the puzzle.
Bro, today somebody got arrested because they threatened the prime minister here. He's like, I hope he dies. And you're like, bro, you can't say that. He went to jail. He got arrested.
Dude, that's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, I could see if you had some kind of, you know, you shot him and then you said that, or some shit like that. Or you sent somebody out to go and then you said that. But I mean, if you just say, you know, it's getting to a very fucked up world, and people are just giving away their rights more and more and more, just stupidly. And again, this whole shit with Tucker Carlson is a big show of, you know, how fucked up the shit is. You know, our government just for reporting the news. I mean, I want to know. I got to see if they even let me fucking get on it the way my fucking internet is. I want to find this fucking interview. I want to see the interview. I want to know what was so bad. What this man was gonna say that was so fucking bad.
It's supposed to be on Twitter or X or whatever the fuck it's called.
I don't even know if I'm on.
I'll send you a link. Let me see where if I can find it.
Yeah, I mean, there's you know, there's no other war besides the ones that old Dirty Joe done started. I mean, people don't fucking realize because they're kind of keeping it hush hush and talking all Israel, Palestine. We are at war right now with Iraq again. We ain't been like that since back in fucking Desert Storm.
96, 97, 92, right?
Yeah,
the storm was 92 and 93, right?
It was early 90s.
And that was before that. I was impressed. It was 90, 91, I think.
It was early 90s. I remember that. But either way, you know, we that shit was done. That 92, Megan says. That shit was fucking done. And now how they get all these weapons, you know, it don't matter who's funding it. What weapons do they have? Ours. We left it there twice. Twice.
FYI, the interview comes out February 8th at 6 p.m. Eastern time.
Ooh.
Thursday, February 8th.
Now, I wonder how many platforms are going to let it play.
Oh, it's exclusive. In case you're ever wondering, Tucker Carlson's interview with Putin is set to be released on Thursday. I believe it's only on Twitter. It's the only place it's being released.
You mean X?
Whatever the cocksucker wants to be called. I don't care.
The platform. I think it's just
X was something cool when I was young.
Twitter.
Huh? Yeah.
The platform formerly known as Twitter.
Like Prince.
Exactly. That's it.
No, man. Listen, the weird part is that out of billionaires, you're like, bro, Elon Musk is Megamind, and every other billionaire is like that fat ginger who tried to get superpowers and just turned out to be a piece of shit. That's the world we're living in right now.
No, all the other billionaires.
Talking about the Megamind movie, remember?
No.
How dare you, sir?
You need to go back to shul.
With that being said, thanks everybody for joining us. That's been our time. DD Smith, thank you for coming out. Our foreign correspondent, keeping us in the know on the other side of the border. The good one.
No dude about it.
See, nobody's trying to climb into the United States from Canada. I wonder why.
And no, because they just say, "Hey, here's my papers."
Yeah. Our passport works everywhere still. Yours, no, not so much.
Used to.
Yeah. Now they look at your fucking at American passports now like food stamps. Like, do we take these? Do only Coach?
Oh,
You only
you
get
guys-
Coach deals.
Did you guys hear that Subway and Wendy's are now accepting EBT cards?
Who the fuck and why?
I don't know what EBT is, but I assume it's food stamps. Is that correct?
Mhm. Yeah.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
So you can eat at Subway and Wendy's. Neither of those are healthy, just so you know. If you can't afford it, don't eat it. Loser.
And we won't be obese. America's obesity will go through like fall through the floor.
Didn't it
Literally.
already?
I mean,
Maybe that's just Ohio.
maybe the U.S. is getting
I
fat
don't
enough
know.
to break through to the inner Earth. Maybe that's their plan. They're like, hey,
Dude, I've
we'll do
seen
it by
a lot of
volume.
fat bitches, man, I'm
We're just
telling
gonna
you
do it
right
by volume. I get it.
Oh Jesus, that's a whole new show right there.
now. Oh, we didn't. You know what, Marco? We didn't even talk about women's hygiene. Fucking peeing all over the seat worse than any man could.
What?
Oh, it's a whole nother show.
All righty. I'll be back next week, everybody.
Oh, you
All right.
bloody better be, Marco. You bloody better be.
Crikey, we're out.
Later.
Later.